Gather around, island lovers. It's Demi and Jasmine with your fire pit chat. Your daily dose of all things Love Island.
Episode 40, season 9. We say goodbye to Martin. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Martin. You won't be missed, you son of a bitch. Goodbye.
Honestly, like, he must have just known that the whole time. Like, he was sitting there just...
Yeah.
I mean, it was so obvious.
They honestly, like, should have just started with, and bye, Martin. Everyone else, just go to your couples. Like, there was no need for the ceremony. I was
getting annoyed because I was like, why isn't there, like, a dumping where we could have chose it? But when I was reading and doing some investigation research, they were like, they need to recouple so Shaq's not single.
Right, because they want Shaq in the end.
Right, maybe.
But they could have still voted favorite girl, favorite guy.
But I guess it would make more sense. Maybe it's like your favorite couple. Now that all the couples are in their situation, maybe now we can vote. Because I felt like maybe they were just trying to get rid of Martin, and now everybody's in. Which I think was so funny that, like, Claudia and Casey kind of switched, like...
Yeah, they both just went to the new people. And, like,
to be fair, like, I feel like her and that new dude, like, got along so easy that it was kind of, like it maybe gave friend vibes at first because she's, like, obsessed with Casey because he's the player and he's whatever.
Unattainable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I feel like once that's all away, I feel like I could see that working.
Yeah, I wish they had more time because it's already... Well, I guess we're halfway through, right? There's 8 weeks.
Yeah. Well, I think we have, like, 3 more weeks left?
So, I mean, that's enough time in there. It's 24/7. So they have enough time. They're sharing a bed. They have enough time to get to know each other.
No, I think we have 2 weeks left.
Oh, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
They're
going to go home. Like, to be honest... Only the strongest couples are going to survive at this point.
Yeah, and it's not going to be neither Casey nor Claudia. Like, they're both going home in their new couples. And I think if they stayed... I even think if they stayed together, they still would have gone home. So you might as well just, like, meet some more people while you're in there.
100%.
But what I will say about... So the new girl took Casey on a date, and Casey's head immediately turned. Because, obviously, Casey's a player.
Yeah.
And he did, though, feel bad for Claudia. I think he wanted out, and he just didn't know how to say it to Claudia for pretty much the whole episode.
100%.
And Claudia was really upset by it.
Yeah.
But Claudia has, I think, had this feeling for a while now. And now that it came to... That's why the second he left on the date, she's like, he's gone.
Exactly. Like, I have that written down. So, like, Casey and Kai go on the date with Rosie. Sammy and Jesse go on the date with Keenan. And then I said Claudia's definitely way more into it. And I think he just doesn't know how to say it. And I wrote down, I feel like Claudia is ignoring her gut instinct because she wants to believe it, which is we've all been a victim of that with the player. We're like, this is so bad for me. Like, she knows. She has the bad feeling. He's distanced himself after the date. Like, that is a true sign that he's not into you. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that he didn't talk to her all day and she knew it. Like, she knows it. She just, like, upset. I would be we've all been there. Yeah.
It's got to be, like, 1, it's a blow to your ego. 2, it's, like, she actually genuinely has liked Casey this whole time.
Yes.
So it's someone she likes. It's someone she wants to
because
like
he's
her.
likable.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's hard. She's been chasing that for a while, you know? So it's got to be hard on her. But I think now that it's done, like, they're in new couples, like, maybe she can just be like, let me just open myself up. I think this is the best thing for her, was that the new guy chose her.
Totally.
First. She doesn't have to feel like no one wants me. He just chose me because I was the only girl left. Like, he chose you out of the whole bunch. Maybe it was because you're the only single girl that, like, it wouldn't ruffle too many feathers, but he still chose you.
I don't think so, because even with their chats, I just immediately felt, like, comfortable. Like, I didn't feel cringe. I felt like she was comfortable and he was comfortable, and it was kind of like they're from the same hometown.
Right.
And they just kind of, it worked to me.
And he also told the new girl, I'm so sorry, I'm not even gonna put their names into memory just yet. He told Rosie that he was like, I think I could vibe with Claudia the most. And he said that even before. So I think he genuinely is feeling Claudia.
I agree.
I think this could be a good thing for Claudia. And Casey just wanted out, I think.
I mean, just sub one sport player for the other.
Yeah, rugby.
I think he plays
rugby.
Football, right? Or no, does Casey play rugby? Oh, you're right. So rugby for rugby. Yeah.
Easy.
And he has tats. I'm into it. Casey's just... was so likable, and I feel like he really let her on at this point because he's trying not to hurt her. He never says anything being like, I'm trying not to hurt her because I like her so much. It's always because she's so nice, and it always, you know what I mean? There's no like
I think he
emotional ties.
No, he has no ties to her. I think he knows all these guys aren't idiots. They know how bad it looks to make a girl upset in there.
Yeah.
A, B, I think everyone genuinely likes Claudia in there, so it's just everyone would kind of, like, no one's going to be like, if he was, like, doing it with Olivia, everyone would be sitting back and kind of, like, laughing, I think, scared for him. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like they want to protect the nice girls. Claudia, Lana, I think everyone likes her. So I think he feels bad because he knows the optics of it. I don't think it's because he's like, oh, I feel bad because I'm hurting someone I genuinely like. Like, you just don't feel bad if you're hurting someone you genuinely like because then you don't hurt them.
True.
You know? So it's like this wouldn't even be a conversation if you liked her.
Exactly. And she says that. Like, she's like, if you liked someone, you wouldn't keep straying. And what I thought was interesting was that Ron was talking to Claudia and he was like, I feel like this is exactly what I put Lana through, which it was exactly. Except you were more smug about it.
Yeah, and
so, like, I think Casey's intentions are good. Like, he does want to, and that's his whole goal is to not look like Ron. I think he's, like, saying that in the underlying.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, he's like, I'm trying to be as intentional and transparent, not say anything to ruffle any feathers. But by doing that, you're almost...
You're leading her on.
Right.
Because you're not being honest. Like, Casey in the real world is so nice. I don't think he knows how to let someone down easy. He just doesn't know how to reject. He's a ghoster. 1,000%.
He's a fucking ghoster.
He's a ghoster because he's like almost a coward. Like, he's too nice.
Exactly.
I mean, Casey, I feel you. I'd be the same exact way. So I get that. But, like, Ron, on the other hand, would lead you on just, like, for his ego, I think. But Ron's in his redemption era right now, and Casey's kind of in his, like, not
so
villain era, but getting close, you know?
How dare we say that?
How dare we?
But, again, Casey's still likable. I do think he's unlikable in the sense that I think he should have stopped pretending a while ago.
Yeah, before the bombshell.
Exactly. Like, it's tricky because he was the only one. There was nothing happening. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't bring anyone back. So he was kind of stuck with Claudia. And, like, what he's going to do? Friend zone her? And then he's, like, kind of has no one.
Right.
Like, she was just an easy, like, companion in this. And I do feel like he let her on a little bit too much. It was very obvious to everybody that he wasn't into it. And then Tom kind of says that on the terrace where he's like, I feel like... But which is weird because last episode Tom's like, you really like her, like, you seem so happy. And then now it's like, I feel like something was missing.
Yeah, we're missing a conversation.
Yeah.
Or we're missing something. But I think Tom was really sweet to Claudia, being like, you have to back yourself.
Tom,
you're a gorgeous girl.
God.
Tom's a sweetheart. Tom is my number one. Tom and Sammy. Sammy's my top girl.
I gotta
Tom's
say,
my top guy.
My top couple. Guess.
If you say Ron, I'm walking out right now.
No, I'll walk out with you.
Will and Jess?
No, fuck no.
I should have known better. Sanam and Kai.
Yes.
Yeah, I like them too.
I really like them. She's like a public servant, I guess.
What's that mean?
It means... Do you know, I feel like it's like teachers, it's like firefighters, it's government something.
Because
we sound like such idiots. Like,
no,
I'm so
literally,
sorry.
like, we're gonna be
like, I
roasted
my
at the
my teacher friend, be like, "What's a public servant?"
No, but they call lawyers something different there. Like, they call them something like that.
Oh, you think she's a lawyer?
No, but they call, like, I'm just saying they have different job titles over there.
But I do think they're, like, aligned in...
Yeah, they give...
Government work.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay, makes sense. They serve the public.
Exactly.
Government.
They both do. So I think they're very aligned. I really, really like them.
I think they have a good thing going. I like when he got back from the date and they just kissed right away. And, like, they're very sweet towards each other.
Very
and
cute.
It seems like cutie genuine.
He glows when she talks.
I love them together. They look good together. They make sense together.
100%.
I'm not getting fake vibes. I'm getting real vibes.
And the fact that she, like, kind of dropped her act, I know she, like, had to put it on to get him.
I'm so glad she dropped that act because it was sick, like disgusting
It was
to me.
weird.
I don't know. It was
so
weird. But now she's chill and she stays with Kai. She's not trying to be thirsty. Love it.
No, I do think maybe the girls hopefully are going to be nicer to her. I think she wants like girlfriends.
Yeah.
Because who wouldn't?
100%.
Yeah. And I think maybe Kai, the fact that he's like, I think honestly though, I heard a side combo where it was they were getting ready and someone's like, Olivia's like kind of been on one, or Olivia's been
Oh, I didn't catch that.
crazy. And Maxwell goes, I know, I need to have a talk with her tonight about it.
Oh, really?
I caught it like as I was doing my nails and I was like, wait, oh my God, what? Like I feel like they are feeling that she's a little psycho in the villa.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I bringing this up again?
Kai
and something? Oh, because I feel like now Kai can like, once Olivia's removed, I think everybody will get along with each other. And that's what we need. It's 2 weeks left. We don't need drama. We actually need to start like building the relationships and like making things cute, like when they go on those crazy dates.
Yeah.
Like we need that now.
Yeah.
So hopefully like maybe now that everyone's in their couples, like couples to be dumped, what if it's like a huge dumping?
Well, because they got to get down to 4 in 2 weeks.
Which is a lot.
So it's gonna be like back to back to back. I think it's gonna be a couple. Then I think it's gonna be a boy and a girl, like least favorite boy,
separate?
least favorite girl, separate.
Shut up.
You know, like when they do those things where it's like the bottom 3 girls and the bottom 3 boys outside of their couples, and then the girls keep the boys and the boys keep the girl. Like vote.
I don't know. I just feel like the dumpings have been weak lately.
Yeah,
in
they
this
have.
season.
I think because it's the winter season and they just have like less contestants to
think?
bring in and bring out, because they're probably saving up for summer.
Oh my God, I can't wait for summer.
Oh, it's gonna be killer.
Oh my God. But okay, let's focus on winter. Recoupling happened. We already talked about that. But where are you feeling with Will and Jess right now?
I don't know. What did Will in the bathroom said to someone?
Sammy.
The vibes have been off. It hasn't been the same.
She's like, I think something's changed with her or something. And she's like, I've noticed it too.
Yeah. So was he saying it about Jesse or about the house? Because I didn't catch
Jesse.
that. I think Will is starting to get halfway
I'm
out
sorry.
the door.
That's what I said last episode. Like, you're so lucky that Will is patient, because this is actually getting like really annoying. You didn't say I love you. You didn't do anything. You saw remorse. This is bullshit. To if you're gonna end something that good, like, shame on you at this point.
Seriously, over something so silly. Like, he was obviously
I
regretful.
love the word silly. Like, I
know.
People are always like DMing us and like commenting. It's like, well, Ron acted silly. I'm like, this word silly is like such an easy way to be like, he acted like a fuckboy or a dickhead or an asshole or a douchebag.
It's a cutesy
He's acted
way.
so silly. I'm like, I can't remember last time I said, stop being so silly.
I feel like because I've been seeing that word,
I
I'm
know.
like, then I came into my vocabulary just because I've been reading it.
It's such a nice way to say like you're a prig.
Totally.
Yeah.
I like the word prick.
I know, me too.
It's a good one.
It's a nice like puncher.
Yeah. And it's not like I don't
Like
know, sometimes
dickhead or,
it's like sometimes I'm like
community
when I say
penis.
the word douche, I'm like, ugh.
I
Like,
know.
I feel like a douche.
I love douche though.
You do? I don't.
Yeah.
I like
Because
prick.
it really sometimes describes the person so well.
Right. Because it's being a douche is different than being a dick.
Exactly.
Or a prick. Yeah.
You know?
Totally. Yeah.
So I think Will's getting kind of fed up with it. Hopefully Jesse just drops it. But to be honest, like, they're not my favorites anymore.
No, they're not mine either.
And I don't think there are anybody's in there anymore.
I don't think so either. I think Jesse's like trying to drop it, but I think she's giving
got
off
trust
like really
issues.
insecure vibes in the relationship, and that does tend to push people away.
Totally. Because how many times am I going to apologize? How many times am I going to do this? That's like
rehash
so
it.
annoying.
And it would be one thing if it was actual infidelity in a relationship. Like, yeah, that is something you're going to bring up, you're going to rehash.
Tanya and Shaq was way worse.
But Shaq is acting like Tanya was an angel over there. It's actually, that I think is almost worse because it's going to all come crashing
They're
down.
calling him Shaq Moose because he's whipped.
That's good. We should call him like Shaq. Okay, no, I have nothing good.
Shaq Moose.
But like,
you can't top Shaq Moose.
No, Shaq Moose is good. But also, like, the boy has amnesia. We should get him to a hospital.
Amnesia.
He can't remember a goddamn thing she did to him.
That's because Tanya is
master manipulator.
Holy moly.
If I'm ever in trouble, I'm calling Tanya up and I'm gonna be like, get me out of this.
Remember on Love Island when you literally drove a man mad?
Mad. And now they're like,
I know. She got away with Murder, dude. She got away with murder. She had blood on the car, and he said, "Don't see it."
Yeah. He's more blind to Tanya's red flags than we are to Casey's. And that's saying something.
I know. Casey, I love Casey still, but I gotta say,
he's not the same innocent Casey he was when he came in for Lana.
I swear to God, imagine a world where Lana picked Casey.
Yeah, it would be totally different.
It would be totally so different. Crazy. Ron would be with 3 other girls by now.
Totally.
Wow.
Ron
I just feel like,
back.
you know that moment in people's lives where you were like, that was the turn that you made?
Yeah.
And like, you should have gone left?
Yes.
And we just witnessed it. It's like on television.
Totally.
Holy shit.
Totally.
It was the same move that Jax made, not bringing back Cheyenne.
And then Lana not choosing Casey put him on this path where he's like, I'm just going to go for it with whoever I feel like it. You know what I mean?
He was like on a revenge path.
Totally.
You know, like he's just like.
Yeah. He has like no loyalties now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, poor thing.
Poor thing.
You know,
that's just a man who's heartbroken. Yeah.
Maybe he needs us to comfort him.
Yeah. Do you need a little ego boost?
Oh my God. That boy does not need an ego boost.
No, he is confident. He is
and like,
confident.
is Rosie taller than him?
She's a tall he's
gal.
Like 5'6".
You think he's 5'6"?
No, I think he's 5'8".
5'9".
Okay, 5'9". I'll give him 5'9".
I'll stick with 5'9".
He's under 5'10".
I mean, that's right around where I aim.
But I don't know, because he's always by Tom, and Tom's huge.
But they were all lined up, and he was literally the shortest by like a foot.
Yeah, no, he's 5'8".
5'8"?
Yeah, we'll say 5'9", because we're just
Casey his ego
lovers.
fills him up an inch. Totally. Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like actually the couples like are in their all right places.
Yeah, and I think they're pretty stuck from here on out. So now that's why we just got to get rid of people.
Yeah, and I think Claudia, as much as we want her to like get over it, she'll have her good cry.
Yeah.
She'll pout for a day, and then maybe she'll give this guy another a chance.
Yeah.
But I just see Claudia pining over Casey, and I feel like that's her journey.
Yeah, I think she's gonna be like too sad and hurt about Casey to really give this new guy like a actual chance.
But I really don't know if I see. Do you see Casey and Rosie together?
No, I think that both of the new couples, Casey
leave.
and Claudia, will just fizzle and leave.
Yeah, because remember last winter season, it was that blonde twin.
Oh yeah,
with that other guy, and she was like a new couple that we all like rooted for because she like kind of like had no one this whole journey,
Yeah.
but they like broke up in a week after.
Yeah, it
would be
really
like that.
hard. Yeah. You know what I hope they do? Do you remember in the old seasons when they have the day party and then they choose one couple to go home and they're like, you can either stay and be single or you can go home together?
No.
Oh, they've done that a few times.
What, like one person stays?
So it's a couple. So they have a day party. So they're like, and they go to like a different pool off-site.
Okay, I remember those.
And then usually, maybe it's only happened once on the day party. Someone goes home at the day party.
Yes, absolutely.
But one time they did this thing where it was this couple, this girl and the guy, who have been, I would say, like kind of similar to like someone who's like pretty solid. And they were like, okay, you guys got voted out. You can either stay here but be single and you can't recouple with each other, or you can go home. And like what makes it juicy is one person's like, I'll leave, like let's go, and the other person's like, no, I want to stay.
Are they like in separate rooms, like in like a police chamber?
No, it's like at the day party they have to sit there and talk and figure it out. Or maybe it's that you either both leave or one can stay, but somehow it splits them up and they get the decision like if they want to stay and carry on or if they want to go home together.
Damn, that's
that was
savage.
Like such a good twist. I loved that twist. I love when they like put the pressure on the couples, or
Casey's like, I'll stay.
Literally. But that was what makes it good, because the one person's like so shocked and hurt. Like this one season, I remember it was this like day one couple. I think this was season 2 when I'm thinking of Terry. And I think that was his name. He was like tatted. You would think he was like hot.
Shut up.
Yeah. And he was with this girl and they were like attached at the hip, such a hot couple. I was like, they're gonna go all the way. I was naive. That was season 2, you know. And then she got voted out, and at that time people were like leaving with the person they were in a couple with. Like they were so serious.
Remember those times?
And he was like, no, I'm gonna stay. And we all thought he was gonna leave, and we're like, what? 2 days later, with a new girl, Hot and Heavy, and they went all the way to the end.
Shut up.
And I was like, oh, I can't believe it. And
you end
he
up
banged
liking
both
him?
of them in the villa.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
Did you end up liking the girl he was with later?
I didn't really like. It wasn't a couple I was obsessed with, so I was like indifferent. I didn't care about the first girl or the second girl. I was just in shock that this guy could do both. It was crazy.
Maybe in
we
my
need
break,
a twisty like that.
Yeah, like maybe in my break from winter to while we wait for summer, I'll recap season 2.
I liked season 2.
Yeah, you always say season 2, so maybe I gotta do that.
Yeah, it has some good couples, and some of them are still together with babies.
I love that.
Yeah.
Because we have to see more Bambis in the world.
I know. Bambi.
Tommy Fury has like a crazy big fight.
Yeah, with that guy.
Jake Paul.
Yeah, Logan Paul. One of the Pauls.
The brother. Jake Paul. Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
they've
like
been
even
trying
Mike
to fight,
came in.
They've been trying
like,
to fight for like 3 times.
I was like, do you know that Tommy Fury is on Love Island?
I literally told that to Clark too, and he's like, but they're not gonna fight because they keep canceling. I'm like, no, they like met up. I saw their little like when they get chest to chest.
Yeah, they're both like in Dubai, I think.
Yeah. So they'll be making a shit ton of money.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So who are your predictions for Final 4 right now?
Ron, Lana, Sanam, Kai, Tom and Sammy, and
Will and Jesse?
Will and Jesse.
Shaq and Tanya gone.
Oof.
I don't know, man.
That's true.
Who's like the
I could
this?
almost see. So maybe not Sanam and Kai.
No, I think really people are rooting for him. Like I really think it's a redemption.
I do get that. I actually think, crazy thought, Will and Jesse won't make it to the end.
Dude, that was me. When you were counting, I was like, wait, like I because people like Shaq pulled on our heartstrings, but people hate Tanya.
I know. It's either, I don't know.
Me neither. I guess this is what making it juicy.
Yeah. And a lot of people have to go home.
Like, so many. There's a lot of couples in there.
Like what, 6 people have to go home?
3. Well, so
3
4 couples. 4 couples.
Half of the house.
Because Olivia and Maxwell need to leave too.
So half the house. So it's about in 2 weeks.
Do you know what would be amazing?
And the last week is the final 4 because they just do all that like little cutesy stuff. So 4 couples are going home next week.
You know what would be amazing is that like Claudia, Casey, that those 2 couples stay, and Olivia and Maxwell are the first to go.
I would love that.
If Olivia's not next to leave, this whole Love Island is rigged, and we should just like sit back and let the producers know that you know what I mean. Like we have no power because this is actually nuts. There's no way.
We should just go on a strike against
voting.
I
hate when she keeps saying like, I've had such a journey in here. I've had so many ups and downs. Bitch, you're creating your ups and downs.
You're the downs.
Yeah. I hate her. Like, she's trying to create this story of her in Love Island, and it's, like, not working.
I'm really over her playing the victim. I really hope they let us vote for our least favorite, and it's sayonara, Olivia.
I think a public vote is next. We've only had 1 public vote, dude.
That's what's crazy.
We've only had 1.
Hopefully she goes, like, ASAP.
She needs to leave, and then we can, like, enjoy Love Island.
Yeah.
I can, like, breathe.
I think we should boycott talking about her because maybe they're keeping her on because they obviously watch this podcast and we keep talking about her. So I think we should, like...
But we did that to Ron and Lana, and they're still there.
But quiet.
True.
Like, let's embargo. Is that the word? Olivia. Like, we don't... Like she's not on this podcast anymore.
Yeah, okay.
I just feel like all we say about her is the same stuff, and I'm sick of her.
But last thing I say is they haven't brought up any of her movie night, and I feel like it's all like cards in the back of their pocket. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're holding it close to their chest.
I guess too much happened this episode for the girls to really get into it, but I would love the girls to call her on her BS and be like, bro, what about you talking about
people
all
are DMing us about like why aren't they like, people are pissed that they had Livy just got off scotch-free, and I think when the dust settles and then people are bored, that's gonna be the new drama.
I hope so, because you gotta call her on it. It was unreasonable how she was talking about everyone, and for none of the girls to say anything to her is weird.
So weird.
Especially in there when she has a comment about everyone and everything. If that was said about her, done.
Oh my God, could you imagine? And that's like really all I got from that episode.
Yeah, this episode, I honestly like the recoupling. Like, I literally was just like, Martin's leaving, goodbye, and don't really care. As soon as I saw who the new people were with, I was like, okay. Didn't barely watch it. Nothing really happened. No juice.
I love like the Sunday night preview. It's like Claudia crying. Yeah. That's it.
And they probably just like, they're like, let's just use that footage because she'll be crying all weekend.
True. You know? She was like really upset at the fire pit. Like, I know what she's feeling. Like, the dude did lead her on. Like, and I've had that. And I've been upset. Like, you're crying and you take a weekend and then you move on. But you have to like see the guy.
Yeah, that's different. And you have to see a guy liking another girl over you. So it's like, there's layers to it.
I'd go mad.
You're embarrassed, kind of. You feel stupid. You feel rejected. And you're like, well, I wanted him to like me. So you're like a little bit jealous almost.
Totally. Like, why does she get to like, she's the one that got him?
And she just walked in and he just like that. So I feel for Claudia genuinely. I hope that this guy's a good little ego boost. She had a good combo with him, so maybe she's just gonna. She's a pretty light and bubbly person, so it was hard to see her cry like that. Like, as much as a few episodes ago she was annoying me, I said I didn't like her. I kind of take that back now. I think she's just relatable now.
Yeah.
And I think before I was like frustrated for her because I wanted her to see it with Casey.
Right.
But now it's all out in the open.
It's just kind of like we've all been there, girl.
And I relate to that so
exactly.
hard. We have all been there.
We've all been there. And honestly, it was not her fault. Like, he really fed her. The whole time, he used her for inconvenience, and not in like a malicious way, just out of pure convenience, I think.
Yeah. And I think maybe tricked himself into a little bit, like, I should like her.
Well, the fact that he kept saying, I'm happy, he was like almost trying to like tell himself he was. Yeah.
Totally.
And so that's why I was like, that weirded me out yesterday. I was like, why do you keep repeating this? Because it's so unnecessary.
I agree. And he still did it today. There are those guys, like, you know, those guys who are like, I should like her. She's good for me.
Yeah.
I hate those guys.
That's
like,
Casey.
Just be with who you like. But that's like, Casey. There are guys like this. She's wifey material. She's good. Like, I should like her.
Yeah.
Well, you don't like her. That. So like just find someone you like.
When they use
because you like the crazy bitch.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my thoughts. But my dog's breathing like a crazy person, so we gotta let him out of here.
He's a big beast.
So, and that was pretty much all that happened. So I guess
we'll
just
I'm surprised we lasted this long, to be honest.
Honestly, I was digging for scraps to talk
about. Thank you guys for bearing with us, to be honest. But honestly, like, you guys sat through that episode along with us, so I don't feel that bad because we all are in this together.
Totally.
But we won't be watching Best Bits
on Monday. And we'll recap Sunday and Monday on Monday.
Yeah.
And I think someone's going to be going home on Monday.
Yeah, that's soon, though. I hope it's, like, the 2 new bombshells are exempt.
Yeah, it's got to.
So then, like, it's Olivia, dude.
Right. That could work for me.
True.
That's going to be my prediction. Let's see.
All right. We'll all take the weekend and relax. And then we will be back on Monday to rehash this.
Yes. Have a good weekend, you guys.
Thank you guys all for listening to Fire Pit Chat, your daily dose of all things Love Island. I'm your host, Demi, and this is Jasmine, and we appreciate you listening. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. We're also available as a podcast wherever you get your podcasts, so be sure to leave us a 5-star review and share with your fellow island lover, and we'll see you Monday.
Bye.